Hey everybody, what is up? It is your boy Dixie the Outlaw back again for another video. Now, first of all, I want to apologize. I know y'all can probably hear the rain just coming down. Second of all, I plan on editing this video because I'm going to have to. It's just going to be what it's going to have to be. So there's going to be like a little watermark like somewhere over here, somewhere or something, or could be over here. Either way, I'm just kind of doing this as a trial run to see how I feel about it, because I really hate watermarks in my videos, and also the time it takes to edit is a bear when you don't have the proper stuff to do so with. So, with that all being said, done and dusted, we're going to be talking about my my work area set up. We ain't going to talk about nothing else. But mainly we're going to take and talk about these toolboxes, what I got in them, and kind of take and show you how I got these organized. I actually quite proud of myself on the organization of my toolboxes. There we go. Sorry, y'all, had to get some music going. It's really loud in my ear hole. But I am going to quickly also take and show all this stuff you see behind me, because unfortunately you can't really see all of it in the videos, which kind of sucks. But it is what it is. Also, you're going to be seeing me put my gloves, probably take my gloves on and off every now and again. Hold on 2 seconds. I gotta go grab my speaker. Alright, y'all. Sorry about that. Had to grab my speaker. Now you can kind of see it over there. Because I want this to kind of be included, well, at least seen in this video, because I do actually use that sometimes when I'm down here working. Another reason why you see me wear earbuds in some of my videos. So, sorry y'all, it is cold as blue blazes out today. I think the weather forecast said something about like it was 32, 33, but it feels like 30. AKA the weather I don't like being in. Alright, I'm going to flip this camera around and then get into these boxes, and hopefully this video goes well. So hold on 1 second. Okay, we're starting it from this angle so I can take and show y'all. This is my workbench. As you can see, I got my phone and my drinks here. Which this workbench, all I did was took a crappy Walmart desk, took some pallet wood, put it on top, and a piece of a counter, and this works as a great temporary bench. But the first stop we're going to make is right here. Got my little decal on there. All these toolboxes have decal or stickers on them. I can't stand a plain Jane one. Up here, mostly just flashlights. I got a C-clamp up here. Window and chrome cleaner, my little monkey that my baby sister gave me. And then in here, this is kind of my junk cabinet, so to speak. Zip ties, extra ratchets, sandpaper, wire wheel, charger for my impact, a little sterno can, you know, in case I ever get cold, or need to warm my hands or warm up something. Notepads, whole bunch of hooks for chains that some of them don't even have the little connectors. And also all of them don't even have the same connectors as you see. And for example, one that needs a pin and yeah. Milwaukee charger that I have no use for. Cut off wheels. A little adapter doodacker for a car. Batteries for a flashlight that I will probably never use. Oh, I forgot to mention. There we go. Now y'all can see in there. I got these little lights that I'm not a huge fan of in general. Of like, for, oh yeah, I also got the license plate to the car back there. They don't stick the greatest. Here's one. They don't stick the greatest to anything, and as soon as you stick it on, if you peel it off, you're just screwed. But back to this. Got batteries back here, a little container that has nothing in it. I'm keeping this so when I get more of these, if I need any extra numbers, even though they come with 2 sets of each. This area, I don't even know what all is in here. I know there's a brake, oh, my brain is farting. Oil change and wrench, some sort of bender, a couple rollers, and that is a drill bit sharpener. This drawer is pretty much empty. Ooh. And then this drawer down here is pretty much empty. Minus random crap like this that I got given as a gift for don't know what reason. And a scraper that I'm going to put into a drawer. That's a nice thing to have. I got razor blades for that. Sorry, y'all. By the way, this is a drawer that I'm going to get into in this video as well. That can go in there. But now let's start from this side first. Well, first let me actually take a couple step backs. This is kind of what's on the wall. Got a clock, a thermometer that says there is nothing here worth dying for. Legend of Korra poster, great show. I also like Avatar. Rebel Pride, Confederate flag. Get mad, hate it, whatever. Let's see if this actually, according to this, which I would believe it, is it's about 40 inside the garage. And again, I would believe it. It feels like it's about 40 in here. But that's still cold to me. This is on my standards. Now, I'm probably going to switching these nicer rails that sit up nice and flat and put them into my metric. I'm throwing a lot of these standards into my extra roll over there. And just keep them probably like all these deep wells. And some of these bigger sockets back here. Pretty much I'm probably just going to keep these 2 rails. And then the rest of this minus these 2 sockets here are probably going to go in that drawer. I like these little organizers very much. As you can see, I'm missing a lot of the standards, but I don't use standards enough to care. I got a junk set back here. These are my, I don't care if I damage them. They cost me like, I think it was 20 bucks a rail or something like that. All my spark plug sockets, E-Torx, more specialties type bits that I keep in my standard because I believe most of these are standard. And I've also not had no issues out of this like I hear a lot of people complain about. Of course, this is also the 3/8 rack, not the quarter or the half. My seatbelt tool, this actually works for Pontiac seatbelts on the back to take them out, and I think a couple other seatbelts, and a few other things actually. Close that up. This is all the standard wrenches I have left of in a drawer, because I don't use standards enough. I actually threw a lot of my boxing wrenches into that drawer because I did not care. I got tired of the racks taking up space and having way more wrenches than I ever used, so I just got my pipe wrenches here, or my brake line type boxing wrenches here. Got one that's just a single end, then these are dual ends. Ratchet end, curved one because whatever. Dual open boxing wrenches. And then I got this fancy one with the swivel on the end. Giant one here, and then a giant dual closed boxing wrench right there. This drawer is a work in progress, but I got my timing light, and then just my pry bars in here. I don't know if y'all can take and see that. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to turn on a light for you. Okay, there we go. That's way better. I had got 3 different size pry bars in here because my other pry bar is actually in the door, holding my bay door shut. Then my hammer draw. I still love this hammer. I'll probably take and show that in the video when with something else. But it's got little nifty features and it's just a nice little hammer. I got my biggest ball peen hammer right here. The handle was longer, but it broke and I don't use this enough and it still does the job just fine. I got my main go-to ball peen right here through Hybrid Tough. I put electrical tape on the handle. That's how you know which one I use the most. Same thing with this mallet. You can take and tell this mallet has been used and abused. I can't remember if I bought this brand new or if I got it like this. I know I bought one mallet at one time. This is a Pittsburgh sledge. I do believe this is my 3-pounder. Then I got my 4-pounder right here through Hybrid Tough. These things are a banger. I am going to cut this 3-pound down just to make it a little more useful. These stickers are peeling off. I did kind of throw them on way too soon after I painted. I even got the Don't Tread on Me one here that's coming off. Chevy, because I'm a big Chevy guy. This is my plier draw that I have actually gone through, fit and finish, and these are all the pliers I actually use. Well, more or less. A whole bunch of liner locks. Nice long needle nose. I got the 45s in the 90s. And then I just got regular, nice long straight pair. I'm going to get a longer pair than these eventually. Nice little pair of vice grips. Bigger pair. Needle nose. Split ring. Tool. I forgot what I did with the tips. I'm probably going to buy a new one. Surgical type pliers. These things actually clamp onto stuff. Sorry, all you guys weren't even taking a looking at it. But they're not bad. I got needle nose up in here, different sizes. Same thing with my blunt nose pliers. And I actually kept these pair of needle nose in here because look how nice these are. It looks like somebody accidentally soldered those something at one point by accident. Different types of slip joints. And then I got my really big pair right here at the end here. In case I really need to get into something. Got my oil filter wrench right there. Then down here I just got a random car ramp, or jack stand. I got the other one around here too. Now this is my main go-to draw, which is why I keep my ratchets in here. Sorry about that, y'all. I hit a button. As you can see, this set is almost complete. I'm just missing a few. I'm going to have to buy some and probably just throw these into here and then put the new ones on here or something. I don't know yet. Got another set of these throwaways. I love these things for being on, especially, I don't know if you can see it, but one of these is damaged a little bit because I used it to get a lug nut off with a car that was really stuck. Sorry, y'all, I have to get me a drink. But this is another 3/8 rack. Like I said, pretty much complete. All the ratchets I actually use, minus this one. I actually wrote on this one junk tool because I don't like it, but it stays in here because it gives me another 3/8 ratchet if I need it. Got my little quarter, got my adapters for my impact, which is what I mostly use now. This was my go-to ratchet and still is if I ever need a ratchet because this thing is actually quite cool. It extends to become a nice long one, or you can just have it by the normal size of a ratchet. I got rails back here. These ones I'm probably trading out with those other ones that stand up better. Got some random ones over here. Got my old set of adapters for my impact. And then this just has a couple random odd and end bobs and bibbers in there. But as you see, there's not much in here, and that's just because I have pretty much almost all the sizes I need, as you can see on this rail here. This is all my quarter drives, half inch. I didn't really see the need to empty draw, which is very rare in my garage. All my small screwdrivers are in here, and my little a little fancy screwdrivers to get in tight spaces. I've actually used those once or twice. They work nicely. This has all my mirrors in it, my tire pressure gauges, some Teflon tape, part of a bracket for a muffler clamp, and it's got my magnet in here, my magnet stick that doesn't really work. I think I got it in a kit or something. Now this is my pride and joy draw. This is all my metric boxing wrenches. This is all ratcheting. It goes from 10 to 16. I got an extra 15 right here. All my fancy dual boxing wrenches, curved ones, and then just my standards. I am missing a couple here. I will eventually get those. This is all my extensions, compression tool, all my swivels and adapters. I had a 3/8 swivel. I don't know what happened to it. And then these are adapters for a nice big beefy wrench that I'm going to get eventually. This is, looks like a cluster truck, but it's not. This is my electrical draw. Anytime I need to do electrical, this is the draw I grab from. I got my really nice auto strippers, pair of wire cutters, old school wire strippers and cutters. This is where I keep my colored electrical tape. I actually have black electrical tape down there because I want to keep them separate, because this is for specialty uses. Got my voltmeter. I love this one better than most. It's so stupid easy to use. Got a whole bunch of different butt connectors, fuses, my big butt connectors down there because I didn't have nowhere to put them in here. Extra wire. I got my tester poker thingy there that has the little light in it. I can't remember what you call it. I got a wired 30-watt soldering iron. And then I got my cordless 15-watt, my little redneck testing jig. This is actually a light that came out of a aftermarket field gauge, and I actually use this sometimes to test circuits if I don't feel like taking this out, because all I gotta do is connect that to a ground and alive. Same with that, and it does the job. And then I got the little stand for my corded soldering iron. Got my solder wire right here. I got 14 gauge in here. I think that's 10 gauge. I think this is, I know this is 14. I think this is 12. Something like that. And I got some black wire, but mostly red, because that's all I can get at my store, it seems like. Now, the bottom part of this I don't use. Ever. It's broken. Oh, and this one I got decals on it as well. Mossy Oak, Hunt Live. This one's really cool. This is a 12 gauge. Then this is just a buck. Another Chevy emblem. Don't tread on me. I got one of those on each one. This is my bigger one on it because this is the only place it'll fit. Then I got another caution. And I actually have those cautions on there for a reason, so that people know, don't go messing with this stuff. Got all my L wrenches. My ones that actually are things I got right there. And I just got all my extras here. Got my actual tools. Torque ones. Specialty socket here. Can't remember what that goes to anymore. I got a small set of specialty boxing wrenches I never use. Different size magnetic trays. Got my big one, my dual one, my big one, 3 mediums, and 1 small. I actually had to put a handle on this myself because I got tired of trying to lift up the box like this, so now I can just, and this is actually the one I use as my work surface sometimes because it's flat. Even though I got my workbench, the workbench is not the greatest, so I use this. This is where I got my OBD sensor and 2 junk tape measures. I think this one cost me $1. This one I think I got in a toolbox. I keep those in there just in case I need to quickly measure something. Actually, I better take measure over there somewhere. All my picks, all my gasket sealer type stuff, and an exhaust sealant. This is all my pin punches, metal chisels. As you see, I kind of got them separated. Planning again a better set, a complete set. Eventually, it's going to go right here in this spot. This is kind of my odd and end drawer. I got pencils, I got pens, expo markers, knives, extra flashlights. This little guy is actually kind of interesting. It's dim as crap, but it is what it is. This one is one I used to use all the time. Specialty tool for, I accidentally forgot to give this back to a customer. It's mine now. Drill bits and some taps and stuff in there. Specialty sockets that can actually stick some of them in my impact, and some of them have magnets in the end like this one does. Pulse saw thing here. If I'm not mistaken, I think these are specialty rivet type deal jackers, wire cutters, a little clamp, a little paper gauges and thread gauges right here. Now this is my newest drawer that I organized. I got 2 Dremel tools in here, a whole bunch of Dremel bits. This kit is really nice. I'll talk about it in the video eventually when I cover this more in detail. It's dual-sided, engraver tool, some of my little stuff for my rotary tools. The instructions for this one rotary tool just because it's really nice. I left this spot open for when I get my wireless one. This is where most of my wire tools are going to go for, like my drills, heat guns, stuff like that. I got some other odd and end stuff in here that I'm going to eventually move. All my screwdrivers. Screwdriver bit set, T-handle screwdriver. This drawer pretty much has all the screwdrivers I need in it, including some specialty ones. This has got all my boxes in it. I got all sorts of odd and end bolts and bobs and bibbers, pulleys, brake cylinder pusher, my big breaker bar, a whole bunch of different clamps. I don't even remember what half this stuff is in here. Drill bit set. I got some keys there. I got some O-rings. A little decorative panel clip. Then this is my junk drawer. It's mostly based around construction though, if you notice. But that is what that is. Then this is... Oh no, I gotta get this. What this is another toolbox. Well, this is kind of, so to speak, my overflow. And kind of my stuff. So it's like I'm gonna keep it over here out of the way on the shelf that has just other on end stuff like my paint rig. There's some stuff in there, electrical tape, extra screwdriver bits, hose reel, a random rotor. This has got drill bits in it. This is a tap and die set. Sorry, this toolbox came bent. This is where I keep my rivet guns and my rivets. All my files stay in here. I'm saving room for when I get a small detail file set. This is my newest toolbox, along with that one. This has got my 1/2-inch breaker bars in here, 2 different sizes. It's barely noticeable, but still. My hand ratchet things, whatever you want to call them. This has got my through ratchet set kit in it, and I'm leaving a whole bunch of empty space in here for when I get a full set. This has got my drill, impact, and a couple of special stones and actual tools to be able to use this for screws. This is where I'm going to be putting my actual 3/8 impact when I get it, which hopefully is going to be sooner or later. I got a bottle of soapy water on the side here, and behind this I got a pipe wrench. You never know when you might need that. And down here I got spray paint on this side, which I plan on eventually filling this whole thing with spray paint and then probably putting these over onto the shelf or something. But I got some WD-40. I got some, looks like a cheap version of PB Blaster. Stops squeaks, protects metals, loosens rusty parts, free sticky mechanisms. I actually used this the other day instead of my WD-40, just to see how it'll do. Got some brake cleaner. I got a smaller can of that cheap PB Blaster back there. I got, that has 2-stroke oil in it. And then I got some plumbing stuff back there just because I didn't have nowhere else to put it. This is kind of a mixture of my cutting tools. 10 snips, 2 different types, shop shears. I just put my scraper in here. I got another knife, fixed blade in here, and then all my wire brushes, and all the other little doodackers that came with the toolbox just because I didn't know where else to put them. This is all my extra sockets, metric standards, you name it, it's in there. All my extra boxing wrenches as well, just because I ain't concerned about how much weight that draw can hold. Down here's where I got all my extra fluids: 2-stroke oil, regular car oil, brake fluid, stabilizer, and antifreeze. That's kind of why I keep them that. There's my really nice crawler / brake stool. And then over here I got all my crescent wrenches lined up nicely because I don't use them as much, but I still like to have them easy access, and I didn't want to take a specific draw for them. And I even got a belt sander down here as well. And that's kind of my setup. So hold on one second, I'll flip the camera back around and end this video. Alright y'all, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Oh, also I got these really nice shop lights. I did a video on flashlights already. I didn't include this one in it, but this thing is Blue Ion. It is I think that's the Macco brand. Something like that. It's a really expensive flashlight. Also, I got, I forgot to show them between these, I got a funnel and a water cutoff key. But that's about it. But I hope you all did enjoy this video. Eventually, when I get the shop straightened up how I want it to be, I will do actually a full shop tour because I got wood and everything else over there. Hopefully, eventually, I will get me another shop or a garage or something, and then I can have all my wood working stuff in there instead of in my main garage. I think that's about it for this video though, so I hope you all did enjoy. If you did, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you get notified of all my future uploads. And this is Dixie Outlaw, and I'm signing off, y'all.